Hello everyone. Today I will be demonstrating the loan origination module of Ekoru. So before we go into the loan origination module, I need to mention the difference between the loan origination and the loan management modules. The actual difference between the loan origination and the loan management module is that in the loan origination module, you can have a loan workflow for your loan. So there could be multiple levels of approvals and verifiers and people that process the loan in the system. Whereas in the loan management module, it's a pretty straightforward way that you can issue loans. You can create a loan and authorize it, proceed as a disbursement request, send it as approval, and in the cash management module, you can do a loan disbursement. So it's pretty straightforward in the loan management module, whereas in the loan origination modules, there'll be multiple users and user groups that are responsible to approve the loan for it to go to the next stage. So before we explain about the loan origination module, I'll first tell how you can set up this module. Initially, you need to create user groups into the system. So you have to create different users as to what sort of users that's working in the system. So I have created a couple of users for the demo purposes. And then once the user groups are created, you can then create roles and give role permissions. So once you have done that, then you can create the users. So the people that are using the system can be added to the system. When you create the users, you can assign these users to different user groups and give them different roles and assign them role permissions. So that way you have added all the users into the system with different roles. So once you have done that, then you can create workflows. So you can create a workflow. This workflow can then be assigned to the loan. So you also have the option to edit the workflow and have different credit level authorities. Now let me go into the loan origination module. So let's start with creating application. So for the demo purposes, I have created a separate document. So the loan workflow is going to be FinApp Bank basic loan workflow, and we are going to have four different users or user groups. So there's going to be a creator for the loan, a verifier, a recommender, and approver. So to create the loan, let me log in as the creator to the system. Right, now that I'm in the system as the creator, so I'll go into loan origination module, start by creating an application, click on the product. So here we have assigned a product for the module purposes as business loan. I will go as existing customer. So I can search for a customer that I'll be using for demo purposes. So I'll take this one, Andra for the demo purpose. Right, so once you select a customer, all the pre-added information in the system will be loaded here. So all this will be filled. You just need to fill the mandatory information that is required to be added. Once this tab is filled, then you can add the assets and liabilities, but none of these are mandatory, so I'm going to skip that. The income and the expenses, the loan details. So here you have the option to select the workflow type. So I'll be selecting the FinApp Bank basic workflow for this demo purpose. Now you can set up the payment frequency, the loan amount, the loan amount in words, the number of installments, the collection start date, the documentation date, and the loan officers. the loan purpose, the sector, the industry, the CRIP status, its type. So the other information are non-mandatory, so I'll be skipping that. So once you have input all the mandatory information, you can send to the next step where you can send to the verifier. So I'll be right. So I missed a step where I need to put the preferred language. So here you have the option to send it to a pool or select a verifier. So I'll just send it to a pool since we created this group and we have put the user into the pool. Right now it says successfully sent for the verifiers. So now I will have to log into the system as the loan verifier. So which is going to be this person. Now that I log in as a verifier, I can go to loan origination module. I can search for the workflow dashboard and I can type the date that the loan was originated. So it will show the loan that we created today, which is Andra. So now I'll have to select on the loan. Once I select on the loan, all the information will load up and I can cross-check if all the information is accurate and all the necessary information has been input into it. So I'm in the second stage of the workflow. It shows that I need to verify. Since I logged in as the verifier, I have to select all the check-in details. So I have to make sure that each page, the details are accurate. And this is to make sure that for the audit, to make sure that all the information has been checked properly. So likewise, I have to go to each page and make sure that I have checked the details and tick the box below. So the next step would be to send to the recommendation. So let's say that I have gone through everything and everything sounds good. Then I will pass to the next pool, which is going to be send it to a recommender. Or I can do a select. I can select a recommender and then pass it to that specific recommender as well. But for the ease of the demo, I'll just send it to the pool. So now I have passed the loan to the recommenders. Now, as the next step, I'll have to log into the system as a recommender. So I'll be logging as the recommender to the system. Again, I can go to loan origination, go for the workflow dashboard, click on the date. It shows the loan for me. Select on the loan. As a recommender, I'll have to go back again, down, check everything is all right, and check if the details are tallying. So again, we are on the third part of the loan, where we are in the third person on the loan workflow as a recommender. So we'll need to check if everything is accurate and all the details have been added properly, and the previous two user roles have done their job. Here again, you can see the workflow history, who has created, who has verified, and now we are on the recommender. So you'll be able to see basically a workflow. So now if everything sounds good, as a recommender, I can then pass it to send it to the approver. So I'll again send it for the pool. So now we have sent it to the approver. Now we are in the final stage of the loan workflow. So again, going back to the loan workflow dashboard, searching for the loan. So here's the loan that we went through earlier. Click on that. Make sure everything is all right. So here you don't have to approve anything. Basically, there have been 3 stages of audits. So you can just go through the loan, see if everything's all right, and if everything's all right, you can pass to the approval, or you can do a joint approval or reject it. So I'll just go for a simple approve. Now that the loan has been approved, in the loan management module, it'll go as a disbursement request. So the person who has authority, so that to do the disbursement, so you can see it has gone as a disbursement request. You can see the loan here. You can select that loan. You can send it to a request for the disbursement. So you can see all the loan details out here. Now you need to add the loan payout type. So once you put the loan payout type, it could be a cash, check, or a bank transfer. So I'll simply click on a check. You need to type in the collection start days, the disbursement type, and you can send for request. So once you go to the request, again in the loan management, you can go for a disbursement request approval. You'll be able to see the loan here. Simply select on it. You can either authorize or reject. So I'll simply click on authorize. As you can now see, the loan cycle has been completed. So now we have passed it to disbursement. Now in the cash management or as a bulk disbursement payment, the loan can be dispersed into the customer. So I hope that is clear. It is a very comprehensive module where it can have different user groups, different specific approvers. So it can be assigned to any organization that follows a loan workflow. Thank you for watching.
To learn more, visit us at finappworldwide.com or reach us on WhatsApp.